To solve Satori, you must become familiar with clues. Luckily, Satori is littered with clues. In fact, every person and item and situation in Satori holds the key to solving the entire game. However, usually we're not able to recognize these clues, and if we do recognize a clue, we see only a small sliver of its full message. In future videos, we'll go over many different types of clues and how to spot the most significant ones. But for now, I want to reveal one of the most powerful clues in the game. These clues are the other characters you meet and interact with in your gameplay. One of the toughest but most revealing types of clues in the game are other characters. We'll learn about PCs and NPCs in a future video, but for now, realize that every single person in your gameplay holds clues for you. It's imperative that we shift from seeing people as stupid or different or ignorant or better than me, and do our best to stop feeling afraid of talking with other people, even though I know that can be difficult. When people don't realize they are in Satori, they spend most of their time with other people, trying to convince other people to agree with them. In other words, we want to prove that we're right and others are wrong, unless of course they agree with us. You may have noticed by now that this doesn't work. Arguing or trying to present evidence that you're right doesn't usually convince people. But more than not working, it's a waste of your mental resources. Instead, begin to cultivate the ability to listen. When we listen and gently ask people to share more, then they will begin to reveal clues. This listening can be almost magical in your gameplay. People will start acting differently toward you. They're not used to anyone listening to them and will gravitate toward you and begin to share more and more. Much of what they share will just be the details of their own gameplay that they believe to be real. But sometimes they will share more deeply and reveal some telling clues. In short, when we can see all the people around us, even those we don't like or agree with, as our teachers, clues appear. How can you recognize a clue? Well, one telltale sign is when something you hear creates resistance in you. When you hear something that makes you want to lose your temper or argue, you know that the person has touched at an element of the gameplay that you are lost in, that you still believe to be very real. Don't worry about what to do with these clues just yet. Just notice the things that trigger you and recognize that they reveal to you where you are lost in the matrix, hypnotized by Satori. In the next video, we will talk about the all-important concept of rendering.